Hello, you guys. Happy, oh my gosh, Saturday. This whole Thanksgiving thing has totally thrown off my ability to know what day of the week it is, which I usually don't know anyways. So, happy Saturday. I have not gone live for a while because I've been really busy, and Cyber Monday was insane. I mean, Black Friday was insane. Cyber Monday's gonna be even crazier. Hello, Brittany. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Um, Thanks for jumping on. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about something. I want to talk to you about something that has been really, really on my heart lately, and I've been wanting to do a live about it for like a week, but I've been so busy with Black Friday and everything that I haven't been able to. So I want to talk about today, and that is to beware of distraction, okay? And this really, really hit me hard. Okay, here's what I believe. Here's what I know. So you have a purpose. You were created for a purpose. You have gifts. Hello, Lindsay. How are you? Killing it as usual. Okay, so here's what I believe. You have gifts. You have talents. You have a calling. You have abilities. You have places to go. God has a plan for you, and you're going there, okay? And here is the thing, and here's what I know, what has hit me really, really hard lately, is that the devil does not want you to get there, okay? He does not want it to happen. He does not want you to use your gifts. When he sees you using your talents, when he sees you using your gifts, he doesn't want it to happen. When he sees you going places and he sees potential of what you're going to do for other people, what you're going to do for your world, for your family, for yourself, he doesn't want that. He does not want that for you. That's the opposite of what he wants for you. And so you better believe that the devil is going to do everything he can in his power to keep it from happening and to get you off course and to get you swerving to the right, swerving to the left, going into that ditch, going into this ditch, and just going anywhere besides where you need to go. 100%. So for 3 years, this is embarrassing for me to admit. For like a little over 3 years, there was something in my life that was really holding me back, like really holding me back. And I thought about it a lot. I thought about it kind of every time I had a spare minute to think about it. I thought about it every time I was, had a little bit of downtime. That's where my mental energy went. My emotional energy, my mental energy was going towards this one thing in my life, and it was holding me back. And I was like, man, I'm spending a lot of time thinking about this, and it's bothering me and all this stuff. And anyways, recently I took care of it. We got it out of the way. It's done. It's good. And since then, I've realized like I don't have a reason to keep thinking about this. And so I'm asking you guys right now, do you ever do that? Like, do you find yourself just spending a lot of like, at your downtime, and where do you go with it? And your mind is like monkey mind, and you're thinking about this and that, and it's not really important. It's not lifting you up. It's not getting where you want to go in life, but it's taking up mental space in your brain, and it's taking up emotional space in your life. Is anybody with me? Does that happen to you? Like you have a little bit of downtime and your mind goes off and you're like, how did I get into this room? Well, that happens to me a lot. And there's been one thing that has really been controlling that downtime for me. And when I eliminated it from my life, I realized how Satan had used that to distract me for 3 years. Like I was distracted for years. How horrible is that? Like all that time and energy I was putting towards thinking about this thing that I didn't need to think about, wasn't getting me where I needed to go, was taking up mental energy that I could have spent thinking about my goals, learning something, pushing myself forward, lifting myself up, lifting other people up, like impacting my world better. Like things that take space in here affect what's going on out here. And so I really realized that that's something that I feel like Satan had really used in my life to hold me down and to bring me, just kind of keep me back from doing what God had planned for me and what he wanted for me. And so once I took care of it and everything, I really made a commitment to myself that, hello Kayla, thanks for jumping on. I really made a commitment to myself that I was going to focus on what God had in front of me, not what he had behind me, not what he had in my past, not what I wanted to focus on. Like, if that wasn't what God had in front of me, then I wasn't going to focus on it. And so all of my extra time this week, I've really spent focusing on things that are lifting me up, not bringing me down, lifting other people up, edifying people, encouraging, and are always moving me forward to where I'm going. And I'm just going to tell you, so when I used to work out, so I work out at home because I have a baby and I don't have a lot of time. Hi, Daniel. I don't have a lot of time to work out. And so I'm sitting here like in my living room doing my squats and my lunges and everything. And I used to just kind of, my brain would just go off when I was working out. But I made it my mission to think about something very specific, and it was a goal that I had. So on Black Friday, you know, I run a business from home. I had a goal of how many customers I was going to get. And so I'm sitting there as I'm doing my squats. I'm like imagining, envisioning, and putting my mental energy towards something that mattered. I'm envisioning all these emails coming in because I know the email that I get. Hello, Connie. I know the email I get when I am when I get a new customer. And so I'm picturing this email coming. So I'm like doing my squats, doing my lunges, like every time. And I'm picturing email with every single rep. And I'm picturing the amount that I want in. And you guys probably won't be able to see this very well, but I did pull up my email here. And so I really, really focused. I spent all my time and energy on this. And I mean, you can't really see this, but I'm scrolling here. Like, I got well over the amount I wanted, okay? Because I focused and I put my mind towards it and my mental energy. And then when I'm thinking about it, what did I do with my actions? Of course, that translated into what I started actually doing this week in my actions, and it resulted in results. And so I just really, really hit me like, wow, when we actually like put aside the distractions, you know, not just the obvious things what we do, but what is taking space in our mind that isn't pushing us towards what God has planned for us. Okay, Satan wants you to think about how overwhelmed you are. He wants you to think about how busy your life is. He wants you to think about all the things you don't have time for and all the things you're running around. He wants you to get busy and distracted. And don't we live in a world where it's just like that's how I feel. Like it's just like one thing after another and here and there and everywhere, and we're getting pulled in every direction, and it's just chaos. Like our 21st century lives are chaos. Guess what? Satan thrives in chaos. He wants our lives to be chaotic. He wants us to be running everywhere. He wants us to be low on sleep, low on energy, and he wants us to be so focused on the here and now and just like all the noise that we don't look above it and see what God wants for us and how he wants us to go out and impact people and live our lives. Is that resonating with anybody? Like, is this how you feel as you go through life? Because I definitely do. And so what I've really just realized lately is just like God has a plan for us, and we don't have to understand it all the time, but we have to follow him through it. And Satan is sitting there trying to get us to take our eyes off Jesus and just look toward everything else. And if he can get you looking this way for a little bit instead of this way, then he's winning. He's keeping you from moving that direction. He's keeping you from impacting people, from changing the world, from changing your life, from helping your family. He doesn't want that, okay? He does not want you to succeed. He does not want you to be kind to people. He doesn't want you to have time to do what God has called you to do with your life. And he is doing everything he can to hold you back. And I have just felt that, like I felt so attacked lately because I know I'm doing good things. I know I'm doing big things for God. And man, is that really upsetting the devil, and he is out to get me for it. And I see it with my, people on my team. Man, is he out to get them. Man, do I pray over my team, because I know that Satan does not want this to happen for them. He does not want them to have success and impact people and impact the world. And he is going to attack them in every way he can. So if there are areas in your life that distract you, that take up mental energy, maybe you just are a person that gets overwhelmed really easily, maybe there's something in your mind that really is holding you back. If you are aware of those things, that's the first step. So just try to be aware of what could Satan be using in your life to hold you back and keep you from being. Connie says, edifying is so important. I agree. Keep up the hard work. It's so true, right? Like, just what's edifying you, what's building you up. Emily, hi, Emily. And Connie says, mind blown, right? Like, this was a huge breakthrough for me, too. Like, it was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize this was holding me back so much. So if there's something in your life that's holding you back, if there's something in your life that has been taking up mental space, you might just think, well, it's just my thoughts. But your thoughts result in your actions. Remember, like your brain doesn't know the difference between a truth and a lie. It doesn't know the difference between reality and not reality. So if you're always somewhere in your mind that you don't want to be, that's not building you up, absolutely is going to impact the way that you actually live out your life and the decisions you make. So I just want to encourage you guys to watch out for Satan's distractions, because it's a huge weapon that he uses against you to keep you from doing what God has planned for you, and God has big plans for you. So don't spend 3 years of your life being distracted like I just did, okay? Please don't. So have an awesome weekend, and I just want you guys to be like just really aware of Satan's distractions. I wanted to share that with you because I've been really aware with it, and I hope that this had value for you. And if it did, go ahead and drop a like, go ahead and share it if you think somebody else would have value from this, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend.